Imagine losing your crypto to a scam, and then, months later, someone calls saying they can get it all back. All they need is a small fee up front. Here's the twist almost nobody sees coming. That someone is very often the same type of criminal who took your money in the first place. And one Canadian victim just proved exactly how far it can go. I'm your crypto compass. Let's get your bearings. Today, I am walking you through Canada's fastest growing crypto fraud pattern, the recovery scam, using a real case that just surfaced. A British Columbia victim who lost more than $23 million across multiple stages of the same con. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know the exact 3 questions that separate a real recovery firm from a fake one. And I'm not giving you the full number behind this case until we get there. Crypto fraud in Canada has already cost people hundreds of millions of dollars this year, and 2026 has been an especially anxious year for the market itself. When sentiment sits in fear like this, scammers know something important. People who already lost money are desperate to fix it, and desperation makes them easier to convince. That's exactly the opening a new wave of criminals has learned to exploit. The Canadian Investment Regulatory Organization, CIRO, put out a dedicated alert on this pattern this year for a reason. That's the total CIRO says Canadians lost specifically to fake fund recovery offers last year alone, a completely separate number from the original scams that came before it. And it's not slowing down. This isn't a rare edge case anymore. It's a repeatable playbook. Now, here's where it gets personal. The most extreme version of this playbook just hit a single Canadian victim harder than almost anyone on record. And I'll get to her full story in a minute. Here's the mechanics, step by step. First, you lose funds to a fake investment platform, a romance scam, or a rug pull. The initial hook that's already well known. Weeks or months later, someone reaches out, often by email, sometimes even a phone call, claiming to be a fraud investigator, a blockchain tracing expert, or a recovery lawyer. They usually already know details about your case, which makes them sound credible. They tell you your funds have been traced and can be recovered. But first, you need to pay a release fee, a tax clearance, or legal costs. Real recovery through police, CIRO, or a licensed insolvency trustee never works this way. You pay, the funds never appear, and often they come back for a second or third fee because you've already proven you'll pay. Now, let's talk about how far this can actually go, because one Canadian case shows the entire cycle repeating again and again against a single person. A British Columbia woman was targeted across a series of connected scams that, put together, cost her more than $23 million. It didn't start that large. Like most victims, she was drawn in through what looked like a legitimate investment opportunity. The kind of platform that shows fake returns growing on a dashboard to build trust before the real losses begin. When she started asking questions, that's when the second stage kicked in. Scammers, posing as recovery specialists, offered to trace and retrieve what she'd lost. For a fee, of course. She paid. It didn't work. And the cycle repeated, stage after stage, each new specialist promising to succeed where the last one failed. To put that in perspective, that single case is larger than every other named Canadian crypto scam case currently on record combined, including 2 separate AI deepfake investment cases from earlier this year. That totaled a combined $2.3 million. This isn't a story about one gullible person. It's a story about how professional, patient, and layered these criminal operations have become. That's the number I promised you at the start. And it's exactly why CIRO is treating this as a distinct, urgent fraud category, not just a footnote to the original scam. So, how do you tell a real recovery option from a fake one? 3 questions. 1. Do they ask for payment before doing anything? Real investigators, CIRO, and law enforcement never charge an upfront fee to release your funds. 2. Did they contact you out of nowhere? Legitimate recovery almost always starts with you filing a report, not a stranger cold calling with good news. 3. Do they pressure you to act fast and stay quiet? Urgency and secrecy are the 2 oldest tricks in the book, recycled for a new scam. If you've lost crypto to fraud, the actual first step is reporting it to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center, and, if a registered platform was involved, to CIRO directly, not paying a stranger who found you first. That's the real takeaway here. But before we close this out, let's take a quick reading on where the market sits right now. If breakdowns like this help you spot the next one before it costs you anything, hitting subscribe means you won't miss the next video. I cover Canadian crypto safety and news every single week. If someone reaches out claiming they can recover crypto you've lost, here's your move. Stop all payment immediately. Do not send anything else. Report it to the Canadian Anti-Fraud Center. Verify any firm's registration directly on CIRO's public registry before trusting a single word they say. None of that requires paying anyone a cent up front. And that one habit, verify first, pay never, is the single difference between the $23 million case we just walked through and someone who reported it, lost nothing further, and walked away. Losing crypto to a scam is painful enough once. The recovery scam exists purely to make you pay for that pain a second time. And now, you know exactly how to recognize it before it happens to you. If this helped, subscribe and hit the bell so you catch every Canadian crypto safety video the moment it drops. Next up, I'm breaking down the Canadian exchanges regulators are quietly flagging behind the scenes and what it means for your own account. What's your biggest question about crypto scams in Canada? Drop it below. I read every comment.